You know, for as bad as the offense played, I would rather the Broncos had won a game 19-13 coming down to a final play than Peyton Manning single-handedly winning the game 35-14 for this reason. I think you do need to play close games.
It toughens you.
I think that's super important. Now, will they remember this game week 14? Maybe not. But I think as a guy who played, you can always draw from it and say, remember what we did in the first game of the season, and we made the play when we need to. I think you build on that.
Well, you just said something that struck me funny. Playing tight games toughens you.
It does.
Why would you want to play tight games? Why wouldn't you want to win by an average of 16 points a game as the Broncos have over the last few seasons?
Because
why
the
do you want to
playoffs
take that chance?
are probably going to be tough, tight games. You're going to be playing the best teams in the NFL, and you want to be toughened physically and mentally. You want to have the undying confidence, and you don't get that in 45 to 28 wins.
I would rather win blowouts, Chad. I'm sorry. I'd rather, but I will say this to your point, and I'm going to name drop here, okay? So excuse me for doing this.
So I was at Mike Shanahan's house last night. What he told me was because the Broncos defense is facing a team that is running the ball a lot, it has toughened them up.
I was at Mike Shanahan's yesterday morning because I watched the games with Mike on Sundays before I went over to the Broncos game.
What did he say?
Are there any other names you're going to be dropping
he said
today?
to me,
Do you got a dust? Anybody have a dustpan back there?
All
Because
names.
And he said, we were talking about the Broncos defense and how good it would be, and we both agreed that it was going to be good, only Mike said it was going to be great. I said, great, why do you say that? And he said, can you see my finger right here?
I'm number one. Wait, are you saying I'm number one?
And he said,
I'm number one.
And he said, because Gary Kubiak has brought in more of a running scheme in practice, in training camp, in the preseason, the Broncos defense has been going against a running scheme, and going against the run more than the pass toughens you up. Would you agree with that?
I would absolutely agree with that, and I'll draw back to my first 4 years in the NFL playing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were very much a ground-based offensive team, and we tried to win the game on defense, and that running toughened our defense up. And again, winning 17-14, there was never a sense of panic. That's how we went out and won games. That's what we did. So, again, it toughens you up for those playoff runs because you're going to come against tough teams, and it's going to be a tough game. And you need everyone on the sideline to believe, yeah, 3 points, that's good enough.
I would rather get toughened up that way than playing in close games. I'd still prefer blowouts.
You realize, Les, by repeating what I just said, we only have a 2-hour show, we just wasted valuable time to analyze other things.
Yes, you did. This portion of the Big Stuff sponsored by Grand Prix Motorsports. Grand Prix Motorsports is the home of the original motorcycle, Indian motorcycles. So head over there at Santa Fe and County Line. Check out the newest line of Indian cycles. And maybe Shannon, right there. Maybe Shannon will be there, and she'll teach you how to ride that Indian motorcycle.